VC, Vinyl Community. What's going on? I'm Brian, this is Shamrock'n Records, and today I'm doing a quick little contest entry for Jonathan, the Cheap and Cheerful record collector. He hit his 250 subs. Congratulations, Jonathan. That is awesome. You are catching up to me. You are going to pass me after this contest is through. I know it. Jonathan and I are very good friends. We met through the VC, and he is so far the first and only person that I've met up with. But we hang out all the time now. Sorry about that. I'm getting text as I'm making this video. The joys of recording a video on your phone, right? But anyway, so yeah, Jonathan and I actually met before we were even making videos. We met through the Facebook, YouTube, Vinyl Community page, and found out that we were both from Maine and that we lived only about 20 minutes from each other. So we ended up talking and we ended up meeting, and you know, now we're very good friends. We see each other all the time. We go out digging. We do road trips to go digging. I buy things, so he sells stuff at the antique shop, so I buy things from him, and we trade, and you know, everything that you could absolutely want from meeting somebody in the VC, I've gotten from Jonathan. We have just completely hit it off. Great conversation, great stories. But anyway, I wouldn't feel like a good friend if I didn't make a contest entry for his contest. So, Jonathan, I know I'm getting to the deadline here, and I saw Andrew from Tales from the Crate make one. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh crap, today's the day, I gotta just do it. So, Jonathan's contest, he would like us to show 5 bands that, or let's say 5 records, we'll say, where it's a band and somebody decided to go off and start their own solo group after leaving that band. Now he originally said that he wanted this to be like a great record, and then somebody breaks off and makes their own great record. And then he kind of changed his mind during the course of the video. It's like, well, you know, they could just make a record. It doesn't have to be great. So I have some great records and some that, well, I think they're all great, but they're not considered you know, classics or great records. So but to me they're great records. So anyway, enough blah 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 blah. I got my coffee because I'm making another early video. This is 2 in a row. 2 in a row where I'm drinking coffee, not beer. So this is unusual for me. All right, let's get to it now. So, if you can see, I'm playing a little Butterfield blues band. Jonathan is a big fan of the blues. He loves Paul Butterfield, Mike Bloomfield. I'm a Bishop, so had to put this on for you, Jonathan. But my first one, we'll kind of stick with the bluesy rock and blues vibe here, and we'll go with the band the Yardbirds, and we'll kind of focus on this guy right here. All right, Jeff Beck ended up leaving the Yardbirds and started his own group. Okay, and his first record that he put out is Truth. And I really need to get a cleaner copy of this. This thing has been, well, this was my dad's copy, and it got a lot of play there, and it's my copy and it gets a lot of play here. This record kicks butt, okay? And this is going to be a twofer, Jonathan, because we're going from the Yardbirds to Jeff Beck. Now see, Jeff Beck recruited this hot young little singer to sing on this record. And this guy was greatly inspired by some early R&B, a lot of Otis. He likes a lot of, you know, Sam Cooke. And that singer, Rod Stewart, Alright, so go from the Yardbirds to Jeff Beck. That was his break off. Jeff Beck started the Jeff Beck group, and now Rod Stewart has his own. So here's two already. And this record, mind-blowing. This is one of my favorite records of all time. I absolutely love his first record. And one of my personal grails is the original UK on Vertigo of this record. An Old Raincoat Will Never Let You Down. I am always looking for a copy of that. So that is on my highly wanted list. But one of my absolute favorites. I love Rod Stewart. I love his voice. I don't just stop with the early Rod, you know, and I love the faces, and you know, and I get the small faces. I was doing a lot of pre-work here because I didn't know if I should go small faces and raw faces. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start at the Yardbirds. Anyway, and then we'll get Jeff Beck and Rod right out of the way. You can make a whole video just about that stuff, you know, and people, Ronnie Wood and the Rolling Stones, and it would be like Headley's country rock video. We can make a whole Rod Stewart, Rolling Stones faces, Jeff Beck, Yardbirds. There you go, Headley. There's another one. When you're done with your country rock, that's going to take about 10 years to make. I don't think we got our third video yet, Headley. Headley. Anyway, let's see. We'll go for the third now. The Byrds, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Now this one does tie in with Headley's country rock thing here. But we had this young little kid break off of this. We got Graham Parsons, Grievous Angel. So both of these records are phenomenal. If you like that country rock, and you don't have those are definitely essential. Let's see, we'll go in a different direction now. We're gonna go to my personal favorite, and this will be number 4. And my favorite band's Toad the Wet Sprocket. I mentioned it a million times on here, and this is their classic Fear. You know, this has, you know, Walk in the Ocean, and, you know, was this 91, I think? I forget what year it came out. It's only my favorite band. I don't know what year it came out. I think it was 91. I don't remember. Anyway, Toad the Wet Sprocket, Fear, has quite possibly my favorite, well, second favorite singer, I guess I should say. So we'll leave my favorite singer for next. You all know who that is. But Glenn Phillips is the lead singer of Toad the Wet Sprocket, and after Toad kind of split up in the late 90s, Glenn put out quite a bit of solo stuff. And they're, I don't know, not as full sounding as Toad the Wet Sprocket. It's more of the singer-songwriter stuff. It's missing something. But this record is phenomenal. It's still really catchy. Glenn's voice, I always say it's like honey. It's just this honey, tenor, sweet. There's just something about that man's voice that gets me. And I just absolutely love Glenn. And that was 4. So my 5th, which, where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. You know what? I guess I won't. I'll do something else now. I was gonna give a little tease, but you know what? Instead of that, we are going to do, and I never really go here anyway. So we're gonna go from Black Sabbath. And then we had this guy break off and start his own solo career. This guy, his name is Ozzy. You might have heard of him, right? But the thing about Black Sabbath and Ozzy, when I first started working at a record shop, when I started working at Bull Moose, Black Sabbath was in the metal bit, right? We had Ozzy in the pop and rock bit. And that really irritated the hell out of me. And I would fight with my associates, and they're like, oh, Ozzy's just pop rock. Have you listened to his stuff? He's not metal. Black Sabbath was metal. And I'd be like, dude, it's freaking Ozzy. He started metal. Like, put him in metal. Like, we would get in fights about literally. And I was like, you know what? I'm putting Ozzy in the metal. And I took all this many CDs out of our freaking, we had to redo the whole freaking bins at work. But I was not going to allow Ozzy to be in the pop rock. And I kind of understand a little bit. But, dude, Ozzy belongs in the metal bin. I don't care. So, anyway, Ozzy was my very first concert. Ultimate Sin Tour, 1986 or 87. I was in 5th grade. This record is one of my favorite metal records of all time. I probably like it better than this one, even though this is an absolute gem in itself. But I think I listen to Blizzard of Oz a little bit. Anyway, I don't think that really matters. They're both freaking awesome. So, Jonathan, congratulations. 250 subs. You'll be to 350, 450, 500 soon, I'm sure, my friend. So, here's to another 250. And hopefully you and I will meet up soon and go digging. So, congratulations again. And cheers, VC. Take care.